All right, I mean, does this look good? Will this work?
Best we could do, boy.
Okay, everybody, we are going to go ahead and get started, and I would like to welcome all of you to Firestorm Gear's new location. I'm Kimberly Marshall. I'm the Economic Development Director for the City of Medina. And on November 4th of 2016, we had a grand opening for Firestorm Gear at 799 North Court Street, Suite 6. You guys remember that?
I do.
Yes. And when I walked in there, I said, this is such a really cool place, such a really cool store. I said, there's no way you're going to stay here very long. You're going to like outgrow this space. Do you remember me saying that?
I do.
So a year later, I think Jamie came to one of our workshops.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And she said, Kimberly, we need to find a new space. I said, yeah, I figured that would happen. And I said, well, just so happens Dr. Raymond was proposing this building at the time. And it's really, we need to really thank him because he brought this beautiful mixed-use project. It's our first project in our downtown redevelopment strategic plan. So we're very thankful for his efforts and his investment and his fortitude on this. So it's really a grand reopening, business expansion. We love to see the growth, so thank you so much for your investment.
Thank you.
And the new jobs. And I know Dan Gladish has a really funny story, but I'm not sure he wants to tell it.
He says no.
No, okay. We do the ribbon cuttings jointly with Medina Chamber of Commerce and Main Street Medina. These are the business organizations that collaborate on a daily basis to bring new businesses in to help existing businesses grow. And with us today we have Jacqueline Ringsmeyer with the Chamber. She's our Executive Director, and I believe Jacqueline wanted to say a few words.
Yes, on behalf of the club, Matt and Main Street and myself, we're so excited to be here to celebrate your expansion and your growth. And I just want everybody to know that Jamie and Dan from the start have believed in being a part of the community and giving back to get back, and that is recognized and appreciated, and we're so excited to continue with your success story. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And Matt with Main Street is here. So Matt, of course, thank you for being here. We have a lot of elected officials here today, so I'm going to pass the paperwork to the mayor. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our mayor, Dennis Hamble.
So thank you, Dan and Jamie, for your investment. Doctor, we really appreciate all that you've done here in the community and hope to see you do many more. In fact, we're talking about a project right now. The doctor wants to build maybe some more apartments above the parking deck, and I didn't know you could do such a thing with a non-taxable building and then have something above it. But fortunately for us, our council president is a real estate attorney and says you can lease the airspace above.
Yes.
So we will talk. But what a great facility. And for those of you that may not have been up on Highland Drive, I asked Dan, because this looks to be easily 5 times the size of where he was, and he said it's every bit of that, and it's beautiful. It looks like it goes forever. So from the city, we have 3 councilmen. Councilman Paul Rose is at large, which means the entire city. Councilman Bob Starcher is the councilman for the northwest sector of the city, and Denny Simpson is the councilman for the northeast sector of the city. And this, even though it's just on this side of Court Street, this is still in Mr. Simpson's ward. In fact, he's going to have 5 ribbon cuttings today in his ward, and we had one in Councilman Starcher's ward, the very first one at 10 o'clock. And then staff members. Jonathan Mendel is our Community Development Director. Jared Fry with the camera is with our Medina TV office, and we'll provide you a video of this. Barbara Deser is in our Economic Development Department for marketing. Dan Gladish, of course, is our building official. Lieutenant Scott Markham is in charge of our road division for our police department. And Chief Ed Kitty is the head of our police department. Dan Gladish is our building official. I'm sure you and Dan spent a lot of time here, you and the doctor and Dan. a lot of conversations. Yeah, I think that's all of our staff. But we just thank you so much for your investment. For your move could have been from Highland Drive to somewhere outside of the city, and we appreciate the fact that you were patient. We found a location for you. In fact, you had to find a place in between, and one of the local businesses helped you out with that, and then here you are in an outstanding space. I have a proclamation from you from the Ohio Secretary of State's office, and I have two resolutions for you from the Ohio Senate, because we didn't get the first one and we were getting nervous, and then when they overnighted it to us, we ended up with two. So you may each have one, right?
That's the state being efficient.
And I'll read just a portion of it. Senator Larry Ophoff is our local senator, and he was not able to make it because of being the president of the Ohio Senate. He gets torn through the other 87 counties of Ohio as well. And they have been working very diligently on the budget. But it reads in part, the ongoing development of Firestorm gear can be attributed to the vision and foresight of the owners, Dan and Jamie Stilla, and all those who have been involved with its opening are to be applauded on their tremendous efforts. In the years that follow, the new location in historic Medina will unquestionably enhance the shopping experience for countless patrons, and through its unwavering dedication to excellence, it will remain an integral part of the community. Thus, it's with sincere pride that I commend Firestorm Gear on its grand reopening and ribbon cutting, and extend best wishes. Signed by Senator Larry Ophoff, President of the Ohio Senate.
Did the other one say the same thing?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Thank you.
So next, I would like to introduce Representative Steve Hambley from the Ohio House of Representatives.
Thank you, Mayor. It's always a pleasure to be here, but Medina is one of those unusual cities in as much as how they do economic development. We're very grateful, being a resident, obviously, in the district, but also in the General Assembly, that we have a community that really appreciates small businesses, the entrepreneurs, and puts it all together in one day so we can visit a number of these enterprises and not only recognize them, but also talk to them and understand maybe what we can do better at the state level. Indeed, that's kind of very beneficial, and Medina is the only city I know, certainly in my district, when I talk to other representatives, that really does it this way and with such quality, and really bring together the partnership that comes not only from the local businesses, but the other units of government. So it'd be indeed my honor and pleasure to be here. Peter Drucker said that the purpose of a business is to create a customer. And when I went to their ribbon cutting back over in Highland, I ended up buying a gift certificate for my stepson, Josh, who was in a Marine Corps. And I know I've heard from him that he is a frequent customer enough here. So I had created that. And then with me the second time around, it's this black coffee over here that really has my eye. Yes. Caffeine, which is that is the nutrient of the gods. And it kept many of us going day after day. So it is indeed my pleasure to represent the Ohio House of Representatives and provide you a commendation, a letter of commendation for not only myself, but also Darrell Kick, Representative Darrell Kick, who represents the other part of Medina County. Congratulations on your expansion, and we'll look forward to when you really take over a whole city block.
Thank you so much. Before we move on, the only other, we do these on Fridays intentionally because that's when the House of Representatives and the Senate is not in session, so that they have a better chance of being here with us, and we really appreciate their time in coming. Next, we have Rebecca Armstrong, who's the Deputy Director of Public Affairs for Ohio Treasurer Robert Sprague.
Yes, good afternoon. On behalf of Ohio Treasurer Robert Sprague, we'd like to honor and celebrate Firestorm Gear on their reopening. We're glad that you call Ohio home and that you're positively impacting the local business community. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And next we have Brandon Gibson. Brandon Gibson is a staff assistant to Federal Congressman Anthony Gonzalez.
Well, thanks for having me here today, guys. Thanks to Main Street, the Chamber, the city. They always put on a great show. It's much, much, much more organized than anywhere else in Northeast Ohio. Trust me when I say that. I go to a lot of these. But I was telling Dan before, you really have to invest in a community, and the community will in turn invest in you. And you guys picked a great community to be in. And on behalf of the Congressman, we want to present you with a certificate for your reopening and expansion.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brandon. And we have two of our three county commissioners here, Commissioner Bill Hudson and Colleen Swedick. And Colleen, I think you drew the short story.
Oh, okay. It's the long straw for me. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited for you guys. And on behalf of the county, we are always thrilled about economic development. And so we are so excited for your new location, and we wish you great success in the future.
Thank you so much.
I'd like to say one thing,
Oh, sure.
if I may.
Yes, sir.
You've all heard the little proverb about kid in a candy store. This is my idea.
I was reading my mind. I was thinking, like, all the guys are probably
You're not the only
Dan
one.
is our guy. We love him. Thank you so much.
So now we'll turn it over to you.
Yeah.
Well, once again, I could not imagine any more of a more wonderful place to have Firestorm gear in our business than Medina. We call this city home, and for as long as I'm alive, I plan to call Medina home. It's something that it's more than just a community; it's a family. And keeping Firestorm gear here in Ohio, we deal with a lot of Ohio-based businesses. We try to do as much with Ohio-based businesses as possible, and giving back to the state of Ohio, and as far as interstate commerce, and having that ability to provide our customers with everything that they could possibly ask for, and also pride ourselves on our customer service. We couldn't ask for anything better, honestly. It's a blessing. Thank you so much.
You're great.
Do I have to say something?
You don't have to.
I've been lucky enough I grew up here in Medina. I've lived here my whole entire life, apart from maybe a few months in the beginning. But I'm so glad to be here. I'm glad to work here in two respects. I work for the county library system, and I also work here at the store. I just think we're so amazingly blessed to live here. When we had our original grand opening down on Highland, we were amazed by the turnout of all of you. And I think it's even bigger today, which is good that it wasn't this many people down there, because I don't think you would have fit. No, so I'm just very happy to live here and work here.
Thank you.
Everybody, one step in, hugging. And then we're gonna look up and smile at all the cameras. And everybody else smile too, because we're probably in the reflection in the windows. So nothing inappropriate from the audience. Okay. Bob, did you get one? All right, let's do a countdown. You guys ready?
Can we put the ribbon out just a little?
Ribbon out. All right. Everybody looking up and smiling. Don't look at the ribbon. Jimmy, your hair perfect. All right, we'll go 3, 2, 1.